Wow, Apple iPhone 15 sales are growing crazy in China despite there's a government ban from the China government rumored to be on iPhone 15. Do you know how crazy it got? This is how crazy it is. Even Elon is tweeting about it, the iPhone 15. And we all know that Elon doesn't get along with Apple because Apple wants him to pay subscription fees for Twitter. Or actually, by the way, that's a parody account. So that video I just showed was actually in Dubai, and this is a parody account of Elon Musk. But however, people have been going crazy for the new iPhone 15 across the world. Now, how do you think this will impact on the US NASDAQ and the US stock market? Because Apple is the largest component stock of both the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. Now, keep in mind, China is the #1 market, right, outside of the United States for Apple. Some may say it's probably the largest market for Apple in the world. And if the government puts a ban on it, what happens next? Supposedly, there is no iPhone ban from the government top down. However, individual government institutions or, military facilities are instituting some sort of ban on Apple phones themselves. So let's make that clear for now. But will this impact Apple stock? Now, here we can see this is how important China is to Apple, right? The red line is percent of global sales, right? It could be as high as 25, right, percent for Apple. And the black bars are net sales. So it could be as high as 36%. 33% of all Apple net sales are in China. And what's more striking about this graph is that see how it basically started going down in 2020? That's because China had its own phone from Huawei, right? It was a key competitor to Apple iPhones. And then basically Huawei got sanctioned, so they couldn't get access to 5G chips, semiconductor chips anymore. And that's when Huawei actually fell off the charts and Apple took their market share and bounced huge right here. But however, as we all know, Huawei is back with the new 5G phone. How will this impact Apple sales, right? Basically, the projection for Apple sales is to come down somewhat. Not a huge amount, but however, would you say this would disappoint the NASDAQ market? For me, I've been telling my Discord forever that this massive trend line is key to Apple staying afloat, right? It's roughly around the 174 area, and it must bounce from here. But if it looks like Apple is breaking down from here, if that is confirmed, then basically next support is in the low 160, probably high 150s area, like 158. Here's a longer term weekly chart from 2018, just to show you guys how important this supporting trend line or this rising channel is if Apple was to break down here. Okay, want to know what happens to NASDAQ and SP 500 next or Apple? Follow Pablo for more.